Today I'm going to be talking about the books that I will not be reviewing. And why? Because I still want to sort of touch on the books. The first reason I can't review some books that I actually do want to review is because it's just been too long. I have this horrible tendency to read a book pretty quickly, and then like a couple months later, I don't remember the details. I almost don't even remember the plot. I can remember the characters. And then when I go into a new book, like a year later, if you give me a new book and the author just, gives us a couple reminders, it'll jog my memory. But I don't have the story intact enough to then make a review much later if I don't make it right away, which is what happened to me a lot last year. I was moving and planning a wedding and doing a million things, and it just did not happen for me. So those books include An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, The Duology by Hank Green. These books are amazing. They're very different from John's books, which I sort of expected them to have similar styles. I feel like there's a little bit more sci-fi-ish. It really discusses some interesting questions about what if meta takes over our life that I think are worth exploring. And Hank does it in a way that's really funny and like captivating. They're just great. Like honestly, so good. Next is The Kicker. Crescent City. I read both of these almost a year ago. And y'all, it's not happening. I wanted to make reviews for these, but they're so long and it's been so long. There's too much to cover, but also I know that not enough important stuff stuck in my brain. So while I am very excited for the next one, I'm not going to be reviewing these unless I reread them, which I don't know if I will. I really enjoyed them, but I really like medieval-ish vibes of Sarah J. Maas, and I'm not super into the modern day vibes. Next on my list of I will not be reviewing these is contemporaries. I tried to review People We Meet on Vacation, and it was fun to review, but I just feel like there's not as much to review. I read contemporary romances as palate cleansers between fantasy novels or to kind of get my system back to normal in between those. But other than just being like, it was so cute, there's like not that much for me to say, I guess. They're definitely worth reading. It's just like not my favorite genre to review. Next on the list, classics. Why? Because I didn't understand it. There are a lot of classics that I do really like. Like I really enjoy Pride and Prejudice, and I love Gatsby, and I like Shakespeare, but I'm just not going to be reviewing them. Won't do it. And it's probably because my analysis is either going to be wrong, or there was a good chunk of the story that I just, no. I like to think with my English degree, I could dissect this stuff, but not enough to try to be leading someone else through it. Next is the DNF list. I know. I can't believe I'm holding this one either. I don't know what it is. I just haven't gotten into it. It was a book for my, literally the book club that me and my friends do, and I still didn't read it. So I've heard this is amazing, but I don't know what it is. It didn't capture me enough, and so obviously I can't review a book I didn't finish. And last are the books that I don't really know how to review, that are they're super good. Like Dan Brown is also on this list. Like his books, I recently read Inferno, which was really good, Angels and Demons. His books are really intense, and I recommend them because I think they're just fun, adventurous stories. And then also stuff like this, like John Green's Anthropocene Reviewed. Loved this. I feel like it's not really a story. It's like a collection of small, short ideas that are really fun to play with in your brain. I did cry within the first 10 pages of this, so keep that in mind. And then books like this one where I don't know how to review it, but I really enjoyed this. It's historical fiction about a young writer who then ends up running into 18-year-old Jesus. It's very interesting. The writing in this is absolutely phenomenal. I wasn't exactly sure how to actually go about reviewing this one, to be honest, but I do really like this one. And that's my list. There were so many, I feel that fall into the category of I just took too long to get to a review. Poster Girl by Veronica Roth definitely falls in that category. A lot of her books do. I don't think I did Chosen One either. Obviously, I feel the Divergent trilogy is at a different sort of caliber. It was just so big, but the books she's written since then, they sort of have a more intense and slightly darker vibe to them, but they are very good, and they bring up a lot of overall theme, arching questions, and I really like that. Lore Olympus, which I also didn't review. Now that's a graphic novel, but it's so good and it is so beautiful. It's Greek gods living sort of in our modern world, but it's amazing. I started reading it on Webtoon a long time ago. I highly recommend this. I'm a sucker for anything Greek god related, so. And those are the books that I will not be reviewing. Please like this video if you liked it, and click subscribe if you want to talk about more book stuff. My name's Katelyn. Thanks for watching. Bye!